everybody, it's Ed, and the future is now. In the near future is the Performance Model 3. Okay, we're buying the Performance Model 3, and I wanted to do a video showing you how we're doing it financially, how we planned it, and basically how to execute everything and what all the details around it are. Okay, first of all, when you have a goal, okay, or actually you need a goal. You just need a goal. I mean, what's your goal? Okay, my goal was, okay, we're going to get the Performance Model 3. Okay, what's the next goal after that? Okay, we're going to get the Cybertruck. Okay, we already put a reservation on the Cybertruck, and we're approximately, I think, 40,000 in line, meaning if they're making about 5,000 a month, then we're somewhere between 2 months or 8 weeks, essentially, to 12 to 3 months, I would say, potentially. Okay, once they start production of that vehicle. So these are the goals that we had as far as our Tesla purchases. Okay, so the first thing I did was figure out really the car I really wanted. Okay, and I love sports cars, so I love fast cars, period. I've always driven, Lotuses, BMWs, and just anything that is fast. I've always loved those cars. Now, anyway, so the performance car, always on purchase price, not with included savings. I'm just right on the Tesla website, is $54,000. And then exterior, we're doing blue. I mean, we've been debating color forever, and it's not really a money issue. It's just more a preference, I think, when it comes to the color. Get the color car you want. Okay, that's important, I think. Interior, I'm doing white. I think it looks cleaner, modern, more minimalistic. Love the white interior. And the self-driving, that's a guarantee. Okay, and the self-driving is because eventually this car could be put on a ride-sharing network or the robo-taxi network. So we're biting the bullet, putting that down on here, getting all the capabilities that this car has to offer. Okay, that's a judgment call here. And then basically it shows the payment of the car. As a loan would be about $900 with $4,500 down. Okay, or cash would be $63,990. Okay, so that is the price of the car. Okay, essentially. So I take my spreadsheet, okay, and I made one just for this purpose of buying the car, how much down payment, all the details about it. Okay, so in a situation, and this is just an example, this isn't our example to start with, but if you put a $5,000 down payment and the car is $63,990, okay, it shows your amount financed in yellow, okay, which is $63,469. Okay, so essentially what you want to do here, the only things you have to enter into the spreadsheet are in the green boxes. Okay, the green boxes for the car payment, and I'll show you how to figure that in a minute. And then you got your down payment in the price of the car that you specifically want. If you're getting the standard range plus, or if you're getting the Cybertruck, or you're getting the Model Y, or whatever you're getting, the down payment, you need to know what you're going to pay down, okay? And then you need to know what the price of the car from Tesla is. Now to figure out, so now we have the taxes on the vehicle, and then here's what you would be financing. So at that point, you want to go to your car loan calculator. Just type in Google, car loan calculator. Okay, and then put the amount of money you're financing essentially. So the financing amount was $63,469. So all I have to do is type in $63,469, and I put 3.75 interest rate. Now the reason I did that is because that's the interest rate that we got on our past two cars. Now I know the interest rates come down, and even on Tesla website it says 2.49. Okay, I always would want to err on the side of caution. Meaning I would rather be higher and then, oh, okay, wow, it's less, great, than just assume it's going to be a 2.4. And this really depends on your credit score. Okay, so and then your loan period in the months, 72 would be 6 years. Okay, that would put 986 for the payment. And you can see we have 986 for the payment. Okay, so anyhow, now let's talk about, so we know the taxes total, we talked about the interest rate. Okay, now here's the thing, another thing you need to consider and you need to do is get your credit to the best possible credit you can get for credit score. Okay, I use Credit Karma and watch my credit score every week, and we're actually in the process of paying down all of the debt, business debt, personal debt, to zero, just for the purpose of buying this car, okay, to get the lowest possible interest rate. Okay, and within 3 weeks we'll be at that point. So we're positioned in that sense. So you may not always be able to do that, like, depending on your own situation, but you want to do the best you can to get the lowest interest rate, because that will matter when purchasing big ticket items, getting the lowest interest rate. So you can see the 72 months or 6 years financed, and you can see each year, 21 through 26, and it'll show you the interest you're paying every single year. It'll tell you that in the spreadsheet. It'll calculate it for you. So anyway, and then you have the car payment that we talked about, and then you have your yearly car payment dollars, like how much are you paying every year. So it just shows you how much, and then it shows you how much equity you're also building into the car every year. Okay, essentially. And that's all important. And this all does it for you. Okay, so in like with all of my spreadsheets, I offer them for free. So just email to teslastock2021@gmail.com and just ask for the Tesla purchasing spreadsheet or Tesla purchasing calculator spreadsheet or whatever, and I'll shoot that over to you. No big deal, okay? Or if you want the robo-taxi spreadsheet or whatever, any of the spreadsheets that we have available, compound interest spreadsheet, any of that type of stuff, that's available to every subscriber and stuff. So anytime you want one of those, to put your numbers in, and you can change whatever number. Okay, well, I'm going to put in 16,200 down. Okay, what that does is it recalibrates all the numbers for you except for the monthly car payment. So you would have to take the amount financed and then figure the car payment out through the calculator, car loan calculator. It's just super simple to use it, so just do that, and it just makes it pretty simple. Okay, so we're going to go back to 5,000, but I'm going to show you the next breakdown at 10,000. Okay, well, now your car payment's about 908, so it doesn't make that much of a difference in your car payment to put 10 as opposed to 5. Okay, so it's more about your own personal cash flow at that point, because you're still only paying you're paying basically 5,000 in taxes, and now you're only putting 5,000 in equity into the car basically. Okay, and this is of course at 3.75 again, so depending on your own rates. Now if you put 20,000, which we can do now, we have 25 ready for this car, but we definitely can do 20, so guaranteed, but we're trying to do 30 actually. But anyway, at 20 we're looking at a $753 payment and even less interest, so it'd be 2,000 less in interest and 200 less in a payment. Okay, so that makes a difference, and you have 15,000 equity into the car, which is important too. You don't want to be upside down, but most likely our route is going to be somewhere around the 25 to 35,000 down range. This way it's kind of like a combo. We don't want to put nothing down, but we don't want to just buy the car in cash, okay, because that wouldn't be constructive. If you guys know me and my channel, I do a lot with stocks and investing and stuff like that. That wouldn't be smart to take money that's making money necessarily to put it towards a car that's not making money, that's a depreciating item essentially. Okay, but anyway, so let's go to let's talk about that a little bit more when it comes to, okay, at 30,000 you can see that we're only financing 38,004, or the car payment would only be 597. You can say, well, that's still a lot. You're putting 30,000 and you're still going to have to pay a $600 payment. Well, right now we're paying 300, so we're really only pushing forward another $300 from where we're at now to get the Model 3 performance and have equity built into the car of about 25,000. So we'd have 25,000 equity built into the car, and we'd have a payment that's basically only 300 more than we're at now, meaning it changes our nut. For example, and we basically pay out about 5,000 a month right now, almost to the nose, like 5,000, and that's a lot. But we have a family of 4, and we have a lot of expenses, so we pay 5,000 out a month. And if we switch over to the Model 3 Performance, we're paying $5,220 or something like that. So it's really only a $200 increase on where we're at, because we've offset by paying down interest and we don't have credit cards, stuff like that. So we're reducing all of the unnecessary expenses. Okay, and basically we're doing all of that to plan for a car. I mean, just plan for, but it's mainly just for a big ticket item whenever you're buying a big ticket item. So consider these other things too. Okay, we already called Tesla. We talked to them about the trade-in. Okay, and I'm going to swing you guys over to the trade-in site. It's tesla.com/trade-in. What you want to do to find out what Tesla, you want to find out no matter what. I mean, you may not use them, you may not trade it in or whatever, a car, but you need to find out how much they would offer you to trade in your car. So you just type in your VIN number, year, make, model, trim, odometer miles, odometer, and zip code, and your estimated payoff, and they will supposedly email you within 24 to 48 hours. We just did this yesterday. So we'll find out what they come back on the BMW i3 that we're trading in. Okay, so we'll see what they come back on, but that's how you go about finding out about the trade-in. Okay, so we called them about the trade-in, we called them about the fees and the tax. Okay, there's a transport fee essentially, because they have to move the car from Fremont to Tampa. So that's a $1,200 fee. Okay, there's a few fees with that, document fees, stuff like that. So it's about $1,200. Now, if you transfer your plate over, it's only $250. But if you get brand new plates, it's $450. So these are the things just to consider, as extra expenses. So, consider those costs are going to be, booked in. I don't know if they're going to be booked into your financing or whatever, but they have to be considered. Okay, so I definitely wanted to bring that up. So another thing I was potentially considering, and it was basically weighing the benefits, pros and cons of getting the performance model versus just getting the basic standard range plus. Okay, so a lot of people want to buy a standard range plus or want to buy the, let's say the Model Y or whatever. So it's different. So I put the standard range plus in here just to show you ballpark what the difference is. And it's pretty significant. Like, for example, if we put our $30,000 down that we wanted to on the model Performance Model 3, basically versus the Range Plus, we're looking at only financing $20,000 or having a monthly payment of only $314, meaning we could be basically dead even to where we're at right now in our day-to-day cash flow, because we're already paying $300 in a car payment. So basically we'd be paying $309, so we would be paying $5 more basically to just get in the standard range plus. Okay, so it was something when I started running this calculator, I was like, wow. I'm like, it almost converted me to just getting a standard range plus, because I'm like, wow, we're basically right where we're at now financially in all aspects, except we would basically have $25,000 in equity on the range plus. So it's a consideration, not to mention the interest is way lower. I mean, you're talking about $2,700 in interest versus, I mean, that's $3,000 less in interest. The car payment's identical basically. So it's a tough call. So, and here's where I kind of need your guys' help. Should I push forward and get the Performance Model 3, spend an extra, basically a couple $100 a month, or basically kind of break even where I'm at financially, and just get the, Model 3 standard range? So that's where I need your comments on this one. I mean, what would you do in my situation? Would you be more conservative and be like, you know what, you don't need the Performance Model 3, you don't need that fast car, or dude, get the fast car because it's a way better car, dual motor, whatever. So I mean, it is a consideration, and may as well get your guys' input. So put it in the comments of what you guys would do if you were me, or what you would do personally in your situation. What car are you looking to get? You getting the Model Y? You getting the Cybertruck? You getting the Performance or the Range Plus? What are you getting for Tesla? Okay, so let me know what you think, and maybe I'll run that in our analysis and figure it out. So I mean, even if we put $25,000 down, our car payment would only be $400 We're basically spending $100 more. So it's definitely a consideration to think about. But I mean, I'm still leaning real heavy to, I mean, 90% plus to the performance model. But anyway, let me know. And anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see how this all plays out, because I'm going to do a video definitely when we're buying the vehicle, or probably even before we're buying the vehicle, to let you know what we're locking in, what exactly we are doing. This is our plan, trying to figure out what we should do. Then I will lock in what we are doing, and then I'll show you how it actually gets executed, you know, down to going to Tesla and trading in the car, picking it up, the whole 9 yards. So hope you liked it, and we will talk to you guys soon. Take care.